What's up, Jack?
Hi.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. How was school today?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah? Well, you didn't get thrown out of school, so that's something, right?
What do you say?
You didn't get expelled or thrown out of school or anything, so that's something. Am I right? Hey, listen, we take small victories. It's all right.
Mhm.
What's going on with math? How can I help you?
Well, so I think in math we're starting to do like weekly quizzes, like pretty much just check-ins on Wednesdays.
Okay. Well,
And
that's
so tomorrow there's one, and it's on completing the square
what?
and problem solving with word equations.
With what equations?
Word
Oh,
problems.
okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So you got something for me?
Yes. Hold
Okay.
it up. How do I? There it is. Okay. Okay. Here they are.
All right. Hold on one sec.
Oops.
Okay, so 2 and 3.
There's 2, 3, 4, and 5 was what he
Okay.
assigned.
All right, so hold 2 and 3 steady. Okay, down to 4 and 5. All right, anything else?
And then some of the word problems are here. It's 1 through, I forgot he assigned, I think everything except for 8 was what he
Okay,
assigned.
all right. And so hold steady there. All right, scroll down to 4. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, next.
All right, I don't think we're supposed to do. Hold on, I could double check. Was it? No, it was over here. 1 through 7 and then 9.
Okay, I got you.
So 7 and then just 9 there.
Okay. Did I get 7 already? I think I did.
I
Hold
think
on.
so. I did. I showed you like right here.
Let me see. Yep, I got it. We're
All
good.
right.
All right, so okay, and is this recording? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I got like a message when I joined.
Okay, usually it says recording has started. I didn't
Yes.
hear that. So you got that?
Yeah, it says it up. It says it up in the top left. It says recording.
Well, it doesn't say on mine. Yep. All right. Not that I don't trust you, Jack. It's just that, I don't trust you. Just kidding. All right. So how we doing on the completing the square? You doing okay or no?
I don't really remember that vividly. It was like a week ago when we did it, and it was kind of just like a 1 day thing. Then we just moved on to the next.
I see. Okay. All right. So it's not too bad. So I think maybe I'll just start with a general formula. Oops. Let me do that. Then I'm going to move this up here. Okay. So if you have, let's see if he's mean to you or not. Nope. Okay. So you are always of the form where the square term has a coefficient of 1. So that's nice. So I'm going to say that we have x squared plus bx plus c. All right. So to complete the square, this is just the general thing that you can refer back to if you need to, but I don't think you'll need to by the time we're done. So to complete the square, dot, dot, dot. Nope. For this guy, comma, dot, dot, dot. So we would do x squared plus bx, and then we would say plus half of the coefficient of the x term, so 1/2 of b squared. Okay. And then you still have plus c. And then you can't just add something because they're not equal, right? This, right, x squared was it. This is not equivalent to this. It's different. So what we do is we add it and we also subtract it. Isn't that weird? Right? And then this guy is now a perfect trinomial square. And you'll see what that means in just a second if you've forgotten. And that's the whole reason we do it, because then we can factor it into x plus 1/2 b squared plus c, and then minus 1/2 b squared is what it turns into. Okay. What is all that gibberish, right? All right, so write it like that, fine. So a, x squared plus 2x equals 2. Okay, so this is a little tiny variation of what I just showed you, how this is going to work. So x squared plus 2x plus 1/2 of the coefficient of the x term squared, right? Now we have an equality here and we have something on the other side. So we have equals to 2, right? Totally fine. If in an equation, what I do to one side, I must do to the other, right? So since I added this to this side, I added it to this side as well. It keeps the equality going, right? We do that all the time when we solve equations. You okay? Okay, so then this becomes x squared plus 2x, 1/2 of 2 is 1, squared is 1, equals 2 plus 1. And this is the money shot. This is the whole reason we do this. Every single time you end up with a perfect trinomial square, which then you can factor. And you can either realize it's always going to be whatever 1/2 of the b term is, or you can just factor it yourself. Well, this is just x plus 1 times x plus 1, or x plus 1 squared. And that's it. We've written it in the form per their instructions there. What do you think?
I'm still a bit confused.
Did you agree with the steps?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's keep going. All right. And do another one. So B is x squared minus 2x is equal to 4, right? So I'm just going to start working again. X squared minus 2x. What is the coefficient of the x term?
2.
What kind of 2?
A -2.
-2. Kind of doesn't matter because we're going to square it.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm going to take half of -2. And you can start doing this in your head if you'd like, but for now, I'm just going to keep saying, all right, 1/2 of that squared equal to 4. So do you see how I've added something to the left-hand side of the equation?
Yeah.
Well, so I don't get arrested by the math police, I also have to do it to the right side of the equation. So if I clean that up, that becomes x squared minus 2x. What's 1/2 of -2?
-1.
Okay, -1 squared is,
1.
so this just becomes +1, right? Same thing over here for +1. So all I did, Jack, is I added 1 to both sides.
Mhm.
That's it. So the equality is there. I can do anything I want to both sides of an equation. I can multiply both sides by 2 trillion if I wanted to, and it's totally fine. Not smart, but it's fine. So now, do you see how this factors
Mhm.
into
I
x?
I think was mainly the issue that I didn't understand was how you went from that form down to the form after that.
So do you see how this is x minus 1 times x minus 1?
Mm. Hmm. No.
Okay, so let's factor that. A trinomial, right? So
Mhm.
it's x, x, right? So now I need factors of 1 that combine to give me
Oh,
-2.
did we factor it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I understand now.
there we go. So sorry for skipping that step there, but it will always turn out like that. That's the whole reason we do it, is to get to this right here. That's why it's completing the square, right?
Mhm.
We end up with a perfect square. It's a perfect trinomial square because 1, 2, 3 terms can be factored into the same term squared.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you feel like trying one on your own?
Sure.
All right. Try C. I will work it silently. No cheating.
Mhm. I'm trying to think of factors for factoring this.
Okay, did you get to x squared plus 6x plus 9?
I did something wrong. I see what I did wrong though.
What
I
did you-
forgot to multiply it by 1/2.
Well, my professional advice to you, Jack, is don't forget to do that.
Yeah. That's plus 1/2. Yep. I got the answer.
So you got x plus 3 squared.
Yeah. Is equal to 5.
There you go. All right, let's do D. We'll keep going till you feel comfortable, okay?
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm done.
Oh, look at you. Are you writing all this out now? Or are you doing some of it in your head?
Some of it in my head. The main part I did in my head. Yeah, that's what I got. The thing I did in my head was the part where I add the 1/2 times the b term.
So
No,
you
yeah.
do. So you did 1/2 of -6 is -3. -3 squared is 9.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's what I want you to do. Okay. So let me know when you feel comfortable enough to move on, or I'm happy to keep going through all of them. I guess it's
I
not
can
that
move
bad.
on.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then 3A. Now we're going to use it to solve. And this is the power of this guy. So x squared minus 4x minus 2 equals 0. So I'm going to walk you through this one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, notice the difference that this one, they have the constant on the left side of the equation. So we have a choice when we complete the square, okay? So when solving an equation, most folks will just go ahead and move the 2 over to the right side before they get going, right? So x squared minus 4x plus 2 equals 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now let's complete the square. Half of -4 is -2. -2 squared is 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
You okay with that part?
Mm-hmm.
Which means I have to do it over here, right? You okay?
Yep.
Okay. And so what is the left, how does the left side factor?
So it'd be x minus 2 to the power of 2.
Equals who?
6.
6. Okay, so timeout on the floor. What if I had, I don't know, x squared equals 81? How would you solve that?
You would just get the square root of both sides to make it x equals 9.
Oh, Jack. Certainly you meant to say plus or minus the square root of 81, which is plus or minus 9, because -9 squared is also equal to 81, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime you take the square root of both sides, you got to put plus or minus in front, unless, well, we'll get to that in a second. In the real world, sometimes negative doesn't make sense, but there's some word problems coming up and we'll do that, okay?
I think I know where this is going.
Oh, what are we doing, sir?
I think we're supposed to divide both sides. I mean, square root the both sides, and then x minus 2 is equal to the square root of 6.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Minus the square root of 6.
Okay. I don't want to have to come over there, Jack. I don't want to have to come over there, all right?
And then I
Okay.
can move the 2 onto either side by adding.
Done.
Mhm.
How many solutions are there?
2.
Very good. So, and you see the difference, right? Well, this is just shortcut for 2 plus square root 6 or 2 minus square root 6, yes?
Mhm.
Just like when you factor quadratics that don't have the same factor, you get 2 solutions, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Why don't you try another one on your own, or a few?
Okay. Which ones?
Well, let's do E.
All right. I forgot to simplify it.
Okay, Jack, that's allowed. I'll cut you some slack, all right?
Mhm.
But next time you do that, or you forget plus or minus, you might hear this. You ready?
Mhm.
There'll be a knock at your door, not your front door, your bedroom door. Don't open it. Don't do it. You've been warned. That's kind of creepy, but you know, what are you going to do? Okay. All right. Oh my God, this is recorded. I got to delete it. There's evidence against me. Sir, I think you're ready for I.
Mhm.
Let's see how I goes. Is that a twist on the Windermere Prep pencil flip? Like most people do the little helicopter thing.
I don't
Now
know.
do you do the helicopter and then in the air? Did I see you do it in the air?
I don't know.
You are multi-talented. You
I
don't even
just
know you're
fidget.
doing it.
Mhm.
You're like Ja Morant. You're a magician. Don't you whine about fractions. Don't you do it. I think it's okay if you don't write it as the last one, but it's really, really rude. You have dinner every night? Do you have dinner every night, Jack?
What?
Do you have dinner every night?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you heard me say it's not rude to write it like the last part. I think we broke up a little bit there. Like it's rude if you don't write the answer like this and you leave it like this. It's mathematically rude. So, you know,
I didn't
yeah.
get there. The fractions are messing with me.
Dude. All right. So 1/2 of -3 is simply -3/2. Am I right? Don't try and do 1.5. Leave it as a fraction. Squared is
9/4.
9/4. Plus 9/4 plus 9/4. Right? So here's where the 1/2 comes into play. The factor is always whatever the 1/2 is before you square it. 1/2 of -3 is -3/2. That's what the factor turns out to be every single time. So you're probably so we go back here, right? We had -4x, right? Or -4. We took 1/2 of -4, and what did we get?
-2.
-2. Look, we took 1/2 of +6. What did we get?
3.
Every time.
So do we have to do that then?
What do you mean?
Do we have to go through the process of adding that part there if it's just
Well,
that?
we do, because we have to do it to the other side as well.
Oh yeah.
Right? So what I'm saying, I'm trying to get you to see that 1/2 of -3 is -3/2, right? Here, there you go. And then you have to add the square, yeah, right? To be able to factor it that way. So then you get 5 plus 9/4, and off you go. Are you okay adding 5 and 9/4, or does that bother you as well?
I don't know. Hold on. It'd be 29/4. Do you just
Good.
write it as a fraction? And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
No big whoop. And then keep going. Did you get to where I got already? You still working?
I'm still working. All right.
You okay with everything?
Huh?
Are you okay with everything?
I not sure how. Let me look.
Did you get to here?
Oh yeah.
Did
I
you get
got
to?
to that one too, but I didn't get to the one below. Like how did it become? Oh no, I didn't get to the. I got 29/4. Square root.
Okay, well, the square root of 29/4 is the same as the square root of 29 over the square root of 4, is it not?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I see.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So then it becomes a square root of 29/2. We want to be simple. Mr. Wyatt's going to make you do that. I'm positive of that, as he should. So that would be simplest form. And then the last part, they both have a denominator of 2, so you can write it as one fraction instead of the sum and difference of 2 fractions.
Mhm.
So that's what happens. You all right with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think we're going to do another fraction one. Okay. So I'm going to say, I'm going to make up my own sort of. I'm going to say x squared minus 7x minus 5 equals 0. This is a bonus. So let's go ahead and solve that one, okay? Bonus, woohoo! 2 for Tuesday. That doesn't mean anything, I don't know. Whenever it's an odd number, you just put it over 2.
Mm.
How you doing?
Trying to think about this. Okay, I think I've got the fraction. Yes. Okay.
Good.
I got the fraction. I'm just
Okay.
gonna.
So hold on 1 second, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime it's odd, just put it over 2, right? You don't have to think of 1/2, 10, just put the thing over 2, man. And then square it, okay?
Oh, I got that.
That's what I'm talking about. You feel better about it?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see what me and Mr. Wyatt's got for us now. Want to? All right, so let's do let's do C, 4C. Hey Jack, I bet you didn't foresee me asking you to do that one. 4C. Woo!
Uh, all right.
He's thinking, he's thinking.
No, I didn't get it right.
What did you put?
What I did wrong was
What'd you do?
I
He doesn't want to say it.
no when I moved the 5 over, I I just moved it over. I didn't subtract it. I just instead of saying like x to the power 2 minus 4.
You know, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I mean, who's to say, right? All right, we'll fix it up.
Mhm. Mhm. Wait, so you get the power of 2 minus 1. What
Say that
makes it
again?
a solution? Can you not get the square root of it, or what is the reason?
Well, what's the square root of -9?
Wait. Yeah. You
Can't
can't
take
get
the
the
square root of negative number. It's an imaginary number, which we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
So the
Mhm.
other way to think about it is what squared equals a negative number? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Nothing. That's not possible, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's try E. So that's all. I mean, you see how the direction that says if possible, solve for X. That's what they mean. Is if you have negative on the other side, you can't take the square root of a negative number. Doesn't exist.
Yes, I got that.
Cool. All right, sir. So have you got socks on?
No.
Well, if you do, you better hold on to them. Because here come the big time. So he assigned number 5 for sure, right?
Let me double check. He assigned is loading.
The wheel of death.
Yes. Yeah. 225.
All right. So the answer to A is to complete the square, we need the coefficient of the squared term to be 1. Did you read 5A?
5A.
Yeah.
Hmm. mark.
So that's why we do it.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's see what's up. Right? So notice on all of these, the coefficient of the squared term is 1. Okay.
Mhm.
So to solve, 2x squared plus 8x plus 1 equals 0, we got to get rid of that 2.
Mhm.
Okay. And we have an equation. So we can do whatever we want to either side of the equation. So what we're going to do is divide both sides by 2, because if I divide 2 by 2, it's equal to 1, right? So dividing each term by 2, 2x squared over 2 becomes x squared. 8x over 2 becomes 4x. And 1 over 2 becomes 1/2. And 0 divided by 2 is 0.
Mhm.
How do you feel about that?
Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty simple.
And it's no different. It's actually the same thing. We're getting rid of a step of factoring out a 2. Right?
Mhm.
And then we would divide both sides by 2. Bonk, bonk. The sound effects help. Kapow. And then 0 divided by 2 is 0 again, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this up and solve it. You good? Okay. All right, ready for the word problems? You excited?
Mhm.
Yeah, no, you're not. You don't have to lie to me, Jack.
Okay.
Let me know if you're not sure what to do here, and I'll help you out, okay?
All right, I'll try to write out when 15 is added to this. So it's x to the power of 2 plus 15 is equal to 8x.
Good.
All right. Oh, I didn't think to do that. Yeah. And so, I forgot. The goal is to get it into quadratic form.
There you go. Well, it isn't quadratic. Well, this is standard quadratic form, but really the goal is to set it equal to 0 so you can factor it if it's factorable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this factorable?
Yeah.
You got that right, Jackson?
Hmm. Yep.
Good?
It's yep. All right. All right, 2 numbers differ. Oh. two numbers differ by 13 and the sum of their squares. So is it defer? Does that mean
Their differences.
subtract?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So would it be the sum of their squares is, so we know it's equal to 125.
Mm-hmm.
Sum of their squares. So it's x. So it's two numbers, so it's going to be x and y.
Well, we can't solve an equation with two variables, right? So if I
Yeah.
told you, let's just say the first number was 20.
So could we do a systems of equations?
Mm-mm. Let's say the first number is 20.
Mhm.
What's the next number?
Of what?
Well, what's the other number? Two numbers differ by 13. If I tell you that the first number is 20, what's the second number?
Oh, 7?
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Subtracting 13.
Oh, so you did 20 minus 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the first number is x, then the second number is x minus
Oh, yeah.
13, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they tell us the sum of their squares is equal to 225 or 125, sorry. You okay?
Yep.
Then we're off and running, sir.
Mm. So for the x minus 13 to the power of 2, do you just like write it in like just write them next to each other in FOIL, or is there a simpler
Yeah.
way than to square?
There's not a simpler way.
All right.
Well, there is. Copy off your smart neighbor. That would be one way.
Mhm.
The other way would be to fire up your laptop and find yourself an online equation solver.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Hmm. 4. It's supposed to be 44. Hmm. Ah, I finally got it.
Okay, now we're not done.
Oh yeah, I just wrote it wrong. Oh, that would have been annoying on the test if I did that.
Didn't do the 44.
No, all I did was when I just wrote it down wrong. So when I got the common factors of like -11 and -2,
Uh-huh.
I accidentally wrote it down as x minus 3.
Oh my goodness. This was terrible. All right, so we're not done though, because it says, what are the numbers, right?
Mhm.
So we found two possible values for x, right?
So
And the
yeah,
first number was x, and the second number is x minus 13. Are you with me?
yeah.
So
To test the values.
11 minus 13 equals -2, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's 4.
they differ by 13, right?
So it's not 2.
Well, no, they're separate solutions. Forget about 2 for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Is 11, then you check just to be sure, is 11 squared plus -2 squared equal to 125?
See. Wait, this is 11 -2. If it's 4, 11,
121.
21. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so x could be 11, like 11 and we wouldn't say x, we would say 11 and -2,
Mhm.
right? Okay, well here's 2. What's 2 minus 11?
2 minus 11 is
Oh no, I'm
-9.
sorry, 2 minus 13, right? The other one is 2 minus 13. What's that equal to?
-11.
Okay, does 2 squared plus -11 squared equal 125?
No. Wait. Wait, what did I do?
Negative
2.
11 squared is positive 121.
Yeah, and then yeah, so they both work.
So, or 2 and -11, which makes sense, right? Because we're squaring, and squaring comes out positive. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so my next student isn't until 5:15. So if you want, I will go up until then to do more of these. Or if you feel okay, we can stop.
I'll probably do just one more.
Okay, you want to pick?
Uh,
Can you see them? What they are?
wait, what?
The rest of them, like
Oh
4,
yeah,
5, 6, and
I'll probably
7.
do one of I'll probably do one of the Pythagorean theorem ones.
So you're the boss. You pick which one, and then there's number 9 too. So
Probably like 4B, I guess.
4B or
Mhm.
not 4B? That's the question.
Mhm.
Shakespeare. It's a horrible Shakespeare joke. All right. So let me get some room here.
So we could write split part. Okay. Oh, whoops. I did something dumb.
My God.
Oh, okay. Mm. Trying to think of the factors. 45.
So they're 145, 315, and 59. Are they going to work?
5, 9, 315. Yeah, I went through those.
So those aren't going to work, are they?
Yeah.
If only we had just learned a method that we could use here. Maybe we could complete the,
Oh, yeah.
maybe we could complete the triangle. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, I got that too.
Is that your final answer?
Mhm.
Whenever a teacher says, is that your final answer? It's a clue to, that's not the final answer.
Um,
Cannot simplify the
simplify
70.
the
That's
right-
not
yeah.
it. That's
Let me
not it.
see.
The problem is, what does X represent in this case, sir?
Oh, it represents length.
It represents a length, doesn't it?
Hmm.
So the question is, do both of those values of X work?
Not the negative, because it can't have a negative length.
What do you mean not the negative? So what's the only solution?
The positive. X equals 5 plus square root of 70.
How do you know that 5 minus the square root of 70 is negative though? What is the square root of 70?
Well, the square root of a positive is always positive.
Okay,
I mean, so.
so it's 5 minus a positive, okay.
Oh, yeah, true. Because if it's less than 5, it stays positive.
Oh, snap.
Mm,
So what's the square root of 70? The correct answer to that is, I don't know. I don't know what it is,
yeah,
but I can still tell if the square root of 70 is greater than 5 or less than 5.
because we know of other square roots like 25 that are smaller that are 5 already.
Right. The biggest, it has to be less than the square root of 25, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because it can't be the square root of 25, because you can't have a length of 0 for this guy right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if it's greater than the square root of 25, then it's greater than 5, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can tell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So be careful with the wordies, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them get you. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Make sure you get those other ones, okay? Because they all have their each own little nuances as to what to do, like the X and the X minus 13, right? And then the gotta have a positive length, and you know, this, that, and the other. So make sure once you get your answer, you're thinking, or once you're setting up your question, you're thinking, okay, let me be sure here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Helpful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jack, I'll get the notes to you right away. It might take a little bit or I'll just wait and send you both. Okay.
Okay.
At the same time. Is that okay? Or do you want the notes right away?
No, it's fine.
Okay. It'll take a little bit for the vid.
Okay.
All right. See you, Jack. Good luck tomorrow.
All right.
All
See
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye.